Welcome to Mile Higher Halloween 2025. Today we have Jeff Bezos. Elon Musk. Whoa. Mark Zuckerberg. And Peter Thiel.
Well, we're back with another Halloween episode here at Mile Higher. This year, we went far into the devil's den to pull out some of the most evil people walking this earth right now. And I bet you can't guess who they are.
Can't guess. Now I'm getting an accent.
Well, you are joined today and hosted by my name's Jeff Bezos.
Elon Musk.
I'm Mark Zuckerberg. I don't know how his voice is.
I'm Mark Zuckerberg.
I'm Mark. I'm the villain, Mark Zuckerberg.
I'm Peter Thiel. I think that's how he sounds. They all kind of have nondescript voices, except for Elon.
I'm not good at it.
Elon's the only one that's got a voice that you hear it and it sends shivers down the spine.
Yeah, it does. It sends shivers down your spine. I don't know how to do it.
I like how we just started this episode and we're already like, I gotta take this wig off.
Yeah, I'm losing it. In the intro, I didn't know Josh was actually starting and I was like pulling it off. Oh, I wasn't ready.
We go all out here. We really do.
Well, I want to go all out and clear out all of the bullshit of the government.
Yeah, we'll get to your Department of Government Efficiency, but
those didn't really work out so well, unfortunately.
But let's be honest, I'm the best of them all. I'm the most loved of the four here, I would say. I think if there was a billionaire here today with the highest approval rating from the American people, it'd be Jeffery Bezos. What do you guys think?
I don't know.
We're all Amazon customers here, aren't we?
You know,
We're all on Meta and Facebook and
That's
Instagram
true.
too.
That's true. Yep.
we all like it when AI kills things, which is what I do. But no, I mean, according to a poll, Amazon is very well trusted among the American public.
Wow.
That's right.
Okay.
Put a lot of hard work.
Well, we all drive Teslas.
All of us.
All of
Yeah.
us. We have a charging station here at the office.
I think the one with the worst PR is probably Peter Thiel.
Yeah.
He's like openly a villain.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
likes it. He
Yeah.
likes it.
Yeah.
Rolls with that.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, Jeff might be right. You might be the man of the people.
Hey, everybody loves Prime Day.
People do be loving
Prime
Facebook,
Day,
though, and Instagram.
October 7th, 8th, 9th. Every day is Prime Day.
7th, 8th, 9th.
Although I will say, I am Blue Origin Jeff Bezos, and guess what? Amazon could not get me the blue spacesuit in time for the episode, so I'm a little disappointed by that.
I was wondering why you didn't have
So
the
I'm
blue.
wearing a knockoff Chipotle burrito costume.
You're
No.
baking in that, huh?
I am. There's just sweat pouring down my body inside.
Well, I'd say I'm honestly more of a man of the people because I play video games. I play Elden Ring, which I'm going to buy and then rename Elon Ring.
Oh.
And then I play Fortnite and I know all the dances and the memes. So the people love
You
me.
made a flamethrower.
Yeah,
That's kind of,
it was sick. People
Kinda
love
iconic.
that shit.
you're digging tunnels.
I influenced the election. I clearly have a lot of pull. People think I'm really smart.
We do. We believe in you, Elon.
Thank you.
We always have.
Josh and I actually were big Elon fans a long time ago. We were like Elon stans for a while.
Well,
He was completely different, though. He was like a climate change hero. He had some interesting ideas.
It was 2020 that really he went off the deep end.
Yeah, dude. We were really into him around like 2016. We were like, this guy's pretty fucking sweet. Simulation theory. It was interesting. My wig hurts so bad.
Well, today we're going to dive into all the reasons why we should love each and every one of these billionaires, their contributions to humanity, how
You
they
should be
are
thanking us.
ushering us into a new age of peace and prosperity
Mhm.
and
Saving the planet,
goodness for all.
global cooling.
Prime 1-day delivery.
Yeah.
Get it same day.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty soon,
1 hour.
I'll be just showing up at your door, delivering it by hand.
Yeah.
So,
What do you guys got cooking up? Anything good coming down the pipe for y'all?
I wear gold chains now.
Yeah, that's pretty
and,
sick.
trying to get my image back.
Yeah.
Everyone thought I was an alien for a long time or a lizard person.
Yeah.
So trying to correct that.
Yeah.
Apparently.
The sunscreen doesn't help though.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, so you know the lore behind the sunscreen, actually, I was looking it up earlier. According to him, he was saying that he was trying to do it to disguise himself so he wouldn't be followed around by paparazzi so they didn't know who he was. And it ended up... yeah.
Oh, he really that to be
Paparazzi's like, who's that guy?
Yeah. And so then
Oh.
it just totally backfired because he looked like an idiot.
Wow.
But you don't,
Circulated.
man.
That is
no, I
really
look totally
stupid.
cool.
Even for Mark, that is dumb as fuck.
Isn't that dumb?
Wow.
I wonder if that was just a cover story. at the
Yeah,
end,
he
you
was
know?
like, oh, it was a disguise.
Yeah.
I just
come on,
didn't
man.
rub it in.
But yeah, I look like a mine.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
A surfboard mime.
Well,
So how's
yeah.
your collab with T-Pain?
it was great. I see. I'm cooler now.
Way cooler.
Yeah, right.
Way cooler, dude. You're looking great.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm not stealing, illegally harvesting any more data. Those things are behind me.
It's all been
Mm.
sold.
Yeah,
all
it's all
fair.
things-
It's
I
all-
made the money.
Yep.
Yeah. So no, we're good. My image is just coming back. We no longer fact check because who needs that?
No, this is a post-fact era.
Yeah.
We all
come
just
on.
believe AI anyway. So
Yeah.
We don't need facts. We just need to look cool.
Yeah.
That's where I'm
yeah,
at.
It's all about looking cool.
era of cool billionaires.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
They're making billionaires look cooler than they've ever been.
Yeah.
Think about it. If you think back in history, it's like Warren Buffett. It's like
He
the
was
billionaires
cool.
are like, yeah, but it's not this cool, man. It's not this version of it.
Yeah, you look cool as fuck. Bro.
It's like,
You look fucking good, dude.
Jeff looks really cool.
and we're all moving to Texas.
Yeah.
Texas is where it's at. Everything's
Austin
bigger in
City, man.
Texas.
Yeah, Austin.
We all live in
The
we're
spot.
gonna be in just own the state of Texas pretty soon.
Yeah. Yep. Billionaire state. All
Well-
right, Peter, what's up with you? What do you got coming up?
Unfortunately, I just am like killing journalists with AI
Mm.
and helping Wendy's.
Yeah, what's up with your Wendy's connection? Do you like Wendy's?
I mean, you guys know I do.
Do you celebrate Wednesday as well, Peter?
No, I don't. What would Peter? He does. This is a cool thing that Peter Thiel is doing that I support. Is he wants to do the enhanced Olympics where everyone is allowed to use like steroids and shit.
Oh, fuck
That's
yeah.
awesome. That's awesome.
That would be sick. That's perfect for Elon.
That is perfect.
I
for
can
Elon.
definitely do that.
But yeah, mainly just covering up war crimes. That's
Okay.
Yep.
Do you have any plans? New additions?
the Antichrist.
Inventions? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
that's
pretty concerned with him or
good.
her. rather.
mhm. Okay. That's good. Well, I'm going to make these AI actual robots that go into the government and physically remove humans who are a problem, who are not efficient enough. They will be vaporized very quickly. So that's my upcoming plan. That's why you haven't seen a lot of me lately, is I'm working on that for the next election cycle.
Not the ketamine.
The ketamine fuels this. And, to be honest, I haven't had my ketamine today, so it might be a little rough. I don't focus as well without it, but I've had so much that it just kind of stays in my body, so you might still see the effects of it, just happens sometimes, just in me forever. What about you, Jeff? Do you have anything else coming up?
I built a 10,000 year clock in a mountain.
In a mountain?
Yep.
10,000-year clock.
So it's supposed to run for 10,000 years?
Yes.
Wow.
It's going to outlive all of us and this planet.
What's the point of it?
I also took apart my crib as a toddler
Your own crib?
because I'm that inventive.
Oh, wow.
Facts,
Wow.
by the way.
Wow.
Yes.
That is inventive. Did you put it back together again, or did your mom have to do that?
No, I just slept on the floor after that. I didn't need it.
Okay. Outgrew the crib. Wow, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, and I'm in a race against you to colonize another planet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going head to head.
Yeah.
Blue
well,
Origin versus Gray Sharks.
Yeah, well, we're far advanced. We are going to Mars probably 2026 and a half, I think, next July.
Yeah, been seeing a lot of rockets blown up down there.
No, those are tests. It's all part of the
Lots of money going down the drain.
No, that's all part of the plan. I'm going to be in Mars. I'm bringing a flag and lots of ketamine to Mars.
Mm.
You better be nice or you're not going to be allowed to come when the Earth blows up.
That's great. We are here talking about our achievements and how we're bettering humanity today.
Yep.
Psych. Just kidding. We're talking about how we're destroying this planet and everybody on it.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Prepare to learn why, if you're a fan of one of these guys, you may not be after this episode because you're going to learn some things that...
Who's a fan of one of these guys? Who's openly admitting
They got a lot of fans, man.
Who?
They got fans.
All right.
I mean...
It's embarrassing.
The ones that run the companies have at least a 50% approval rating, so there you go.
Okay, yeah.
I mean... there's a lot of fans of these companies.
Mm-hmm.
Meta,
It's true.
a lot of us live and die by Meta. Let's be honest.
Tesla's had a rough year, but we're coming back.
Yeah, Tesla stock's on the rise. Even though the EPA ripped out all EV incentives, so that's great. But anyways, welcome to the episode. Let's get right into things because, we want to do something a little different this year. Last year was the Mothman. That was all fun and games. And that was, fun spooks. But this year we're doing real spooks. Real spooks that happen in real life and impact everyone. We got to talk about the real goblins of the world. The ones that are out there just greedily eating up every little mom and pop store out there in order to make the biggest conglomerate this world's ever seen before. And so to begin our story, we have to go back to the beginning of a wonderful day. As we all remember, January 18th, 2025. What a day. This was 2 days before the second inauguration of His Holiness Donald Trump. And if we put our minds in the right place, there's this upscale Beaux Arts mansion in Washington, D.C. Many of the richest people are coming together, breaking bread, drinking blood and having a good old time talking about the things that this world faces. And one of the first people to arrive at the party's official start time of 5 p.m. was a familiar face to many of us. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Mark Zuckerberg, Meta CEO and perennial cracked coder. If you ever watched The Social Network, you know. And if you remember back to Trump's inauguration back in 2016, Zuck was under fire, man. He was catching some bullets for not catching Russian-influenced Facebook accounts who allegedly attempted to sway users to vote for Donald Trump.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
bullshit.
Lies.
Bunch of liberal lies out there.
And then he spent the past decade committed to publicly saying that he would do anything in his power to weed out these misinformation bots and scammers and accounts, right? He's going to get rid of all that. But at the start of the second term, the curly-haired, Cheeto-fingered freak announced that he would scale back those measures following numerous congressional testimonies. And so, him along with some other notable attendees, including OpenAI boss Sam Altman, which he could not make it to today's episode, unfortunately. She is out sick today.
Oh, he.
No, Janelle.
Oh, my bad.
Is Sam in this?
We forgot to say that. Janelle is sick. Possibly with the flu or COVID. We don't know. Doc says it's bad. We're going to hopefully find out.
Yes. Well, Sam Altman alongside J.D. Vance and Mr. Donald Trump Jr., there was also two notable CEOs who were too weird and unlikable to be invited to this cue ball bullshit party. Jeff Bezos and ketamine freak Elon Musk, baby. They were, of course, in town for the inauguration, as they would be pictured.
Oh, I have an update. Janelle is COVID and flu-free. She says never trust a doctor.
All right. Excellent. Bezos and Musk did end up attending the inauguration. Those pictures are just, honestly, should go into the National Historical Museum forever.
Those are great pics.
Just beautiful
Elias.
pics, clapping at the Capitol.
I have that framed in my mansion.
Just beautiful.
My compound, I should say.
Now, if you remember, if you were watching the news or seeing pictures during this time, you can't help but remember Jeff, who in this particular moment was not wearing his iconic cowboy hat, right? Because he's a space fucking cowboy. But he showed off his new
Jeff, you really look like a penis.
nip and tucked.
Some people
Neck.
call me a space cowboy.
Yeah, yeah, you had a nice neck lift, huh?
Oh, yeah. You know, they carved out a good
Except
10
that
inches off
gobble.
the...
Yeah. That's nice. That's nice.
And I
No
got a
more
hot
gobble.
wife, Lauren Sanchez. Beautiful.
Yeah, she wore lingerie to the
Yeah,
Knox.
and
That's
she was
awesome.
flirting with Zuck, man.
I know, I saw that.
Zuck's got the swag now, man.
Aren't you going to control your
I'm cool.
woman?
I'm cool now.
I got
Control her.
I got
Don't let her
more.
go to him.
more where that came from.
Okay.
There's-
She's just like an image thing.
She'll work for now.
Okay.
In a few years, I'll upgrade.
Didn't you guys just have like a... How much was your wedding? How much was the wedding?
like
90.
$89 billion.
90 million.
90, right.
Yeah.
90 million.
Dropping the
What's that?
bucket, man. Just dropping a bucket. That's like a Tuesday afternoon casual bill for me. So everybody's hanging out dictatorship style, having a good old time. You know, Jeff, Mr. Online Bookseller. I love books. Let me open the first online bookstore. But now I'm going to buy every grocery chain. You'll only buy food from Jeff Bezos. You know, not only that, I'm also going to take over the Washington Post. But you never guess that his box kitchen tools, or robots, I should say, named after Alexa, listen to every conversation that you have. Alexa. See, I just turned on your Alexa.
Alexa.
Everybody's Alexa's responding right now. If they're listening to the podcast on Alexa. Hey, Alexa,
Hey, Alexa. That's so annoying to people.
turn on the national anthem. So who knows what the fuck they were actually doing? You know, they're having a party, plotting the takeover of the world. It really, you know, it's like those kids' movies growing up. It's like The Incredibles. It's like all the little villains, you know. It's like they're all plotting to take over
Yeah.
and capture every facet of control over society. It's a beautiful thing.
But they're more like Gru.
Yeah. No, Gru's good, though.
I know, he turns good. That's
yeah,
right.
he's
Yeah, I
good.
can't speak on his name that way.
But let's talk about Elon's behavior at this event. Because Elon, my God, he was really fucked up.
I was there,
I mean,
yeah.
there's no other way to put
I was
it.
high as hell. Well, yes, you know me as the founder of PayPal. Why do I keep saying PayPal?
PayPal.
PayPal, the purveyor of Tesla, which I am so proud of, even though, you know, we've had a tough year. We are coming back. You thought the Cybertruck was cool? Just fucking
He's
wait.
making a mini Cybertruck.
Is that real?
Yeah, that's the rumor on the street, is that he's going to make a smaller
Please,
version
God.
of Cybertruck.
I would love to see
Like a
mini
Tacoma style.
Cybertrucks driving around.
Like a little Tacoma style Cybertruck.
Well, I heard in like, what was it, France? It got regulated because it was too
wide,
for
yeah.
the roads. So it's probably why.
Wide load.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a little mini one. Well, yeah, I am someone who loves to blow up rockets after the government gives me billions of tax dollars, of your tax dollars. I also bought Twitter, of course.
God, that was crazy, wasn't it?
All I have to do is do a couple meme threats, and it's all mine.
Man.
Yep.
The amount of people that abandoned that platform.
Yep. Well, I don't want them anyway. Bunch of fucking losers. Of course, we know Elon Musk as the wealthiest man of the world. Damn right. And that begs the question, where is all the money from the government contracts when my rockets explode or my cars chop off people's fingers? That doesn't really happen that often. You don't need to be worried about that. Why do local legislatures give me so much money to make Tesla tunnels that only create more traffic? Doesn't really make sense. If they even get built at all. And how many fucking kids does Elon actually have after all? The world may never know. But if there are more of them, they're locked away, hidden in a secret compound in the comedy mothership itself. That is Austin, Texas, baby, where we're all going to move and own one day.
He's got some really nice lakefront property out there, it sounds like. He's like a real nice spot.
Hell yeah, I do. The best spot in Austin, Texas.
Get away from them taxes, man.
Mm-hmm. But no, Elon and Jeff weren't invited to the party at the beginning. That's because it was being held at the home of certified nerd-ass Peter Thiel. Peter, is that your fucking house?
That was my house, yeah.
Why wasn't I invited?
Well,
Or Jeff?
because I'm trying to pretend that you're Elon and not kind of because you're fucking so annoying and I kicked you out of PayPal because you fucking suck so badly. And Jeff, fucking, where's that hairline, man? What happened to that shit?
Hey, careful, man. There's going to be prime surgery coming soon.
I
Bro,
might be annoying, but at
prom-
least I'm not evil.
Whoa.
I am evil, man. I am evil. I fucking love it. I love being fucking evil.
Go pleasure your fucking sex bot some more, Peter.
The language, gentlemen, the language.
You know that Peter's got one.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
No, I just have teenage boys, allegedly.
Oh my God. Jeez.
Allegedly.
When you're working at a small business, you know what that means? We all wear a bunch of hats. Oh, sorry. It's a little embarrassing. Yeah, you got to wear a bunch of hats. And sometimes you don't have enough hats to wear. And so you got to fill in the gaps. And you know where you go when you fill in the gaps to find top talent. The most talented of all freelancers work at Upwork. Upwork matches you with the right professional for the job. At Mile Higher, we're big fans of Upwork, actually. We use it, we use it quite a bit, actually. Found a few good folks over there at Upwork. And, they come in handy. We've used them for helping out on the writing and the research into animation stuff in the past, to thumbnails. I mean, you can find anybody doing anything on Upwork. And it's amazing. It's simple. It's easy. You can find people who are working on your timeline. You can find people that will work around the clock. It's an amazing website. It helps you scale your business. And also it's a great place to work as a freelancer, right? You can find all sorts of work you wouldn't find anywhere else at Upwork. From there, you can connect with freelancers that get you in the posting, put exactly what you're looking for. People apply for it. You can invite people to apply for it. And then you get to pick and hire the freelancer of your choice. It's super easy. They take care of all of the contracting. There's no paperwork. There's no time wasting funny business with it. They make the process easy. It's simple. And it's more affordable with industry low fees. So post a job today, hire tomorrow with Upwork. Visit Upwork.com right now and post your job for free. For free. That's Upwork.com to post your job for free and connect with top talent ready to help grow your business. That's UPWORK.com. Upwork.com, baby. It's where the talent lives.
Well, we still don't actually know why Jeff wasn't invited to the party, but we know that Elon, like Peter just explained, we have some serious beef because he forced me out of PayPal, out of the PayPal mafia. But we know why Peter was celebrating. As an early supporter of Trump, he gave millions to the campaign in 2016. While he didn't officially support Trump this time around, he is credited with the political career of Mr. J.D. Vance.
You're welcome.
Mr. Couch himself. Thanks for that. And he is seen as a mentor to Mark over here, the Zuck, and current board member of Meta. Now, as a true nerd, Peter has at least 4 companies named after items and people from the Lord of the Rings, including the all-encompassing defense company Palantir, which the ghoulish Alex Karp runs. But Peter has ideals beyond technology and fashions himself as more of a political shaper than anything. As a Straussian, he believes that the world will be run by a group of elites who know a secret coded language that the masses don't even know. And of course, he sees this as a good thing. And because he receives money from the CIA's private equity fund, he can effectively do that through Palantir's AI-driven defense systems, which identify targets for the military to kill without a second thought. Why would you need one? They also work for Wendy's. No one understands why. Maybe he just likes Wendy's. He's a big fan of Wench Day.
It's a psyop.
I do, man.
Wendy's is a complete psyop.
You know, And for all the billionaires for you to be, this one was perfect.
I know, and it's making me rethink Wendy's a little bit more as well,
Mhm.
just on a serious note. Because, man, I love those burgers.
I know you do love wench. It's a big day in our office.
Yeah, I mean, they're delicious.
We're looking at each other with sadness. And
Yeah, you guys might have to give it up.
I gave up the wench day a while back.
You did.
But just for my own heart.
For your heart isn't emotionally?
No,
or
my physical heart.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
For those
the vessels,
arteries.
the arteries.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Well, you didn't have it. It was Wednesday today. You didn't have it. We had healthy sandwiches instead.
Mine had a lot of pork on it, but it was
Well,
still
you know what?
delicious.
It's better than wench.
Mm-hmm.
So as of 2025, these men have a combined net worth of, get this, motherfuckers, $1.1 trillion, more than the total amount of money that is circulating the U.S. economy. We love to see it. They are also men who say that you don't deserve any of it, and the ones who exploit your data and wealth without your knowledge for your benefit. And they're also all fucking loser-ass nerds. So today we're going to be talking about them. Of course, a full podcast of their crimes would be a 20-part series, and still, we would only be able to scratch the surface, really. But hopefully, we'll be able to help you hate them just a little bit more today.
I want to say this. With $1.1 trillion, you could give, if you assume there's 8.1 billion humans on the planet, you could give every single one of those humans a check for $136.
Wow. Holy shit. That's it?
But 8.1 billion people.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of people. Damn.
But still, over $100.
Yeah.
And that wealth lies with 4 people.
We could team up and actually change the world, guys. What do you think?
Nah.
I just want to kill people,
No.
bro. I just want to.
It's so
People
interesting.
could love us, though. We said at the beginning of this episode, our main goal is to be cool. What's cooler than helping? There's nothing cooler than helping.
That's not cool.
They'll love it. We'll come on stage, they'll cheer, we can jump.
We can chainsaw shit.
Yeah. We can get
Flamethrower.
flamethrowers and they'll eat it up. They'll say, yes, you saved us.
We could, but we're definitely not going to do that.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck it. It's more fun to keep it for ourselves.
Right.
Well, you think about it too. It's like, do they even have the control to do that? Like, do they have the ability to
Like
all of a sudden?
self-control?
Yeah. Well, obviously they have boards and they have shareholders.
They
and,
could
like,
liquidate enough to probably make some
they
serious
could
change.
probably, but like,
I mean, you go like the Bill Gates route, the foundation,
Yeah.
and like they try and eradicate polio and
Yeah.
push nuclear energy and stuff.
Someone should have been Bill to be the hero of the episode. Hero was.
Yeah, kind of, gray area, but yeah.
All right.
It's certainly possible, but
Yeah.
who knows?
It's not going to happen.
I think it's just some would say they sold their souls to the devil. Mama told me that.
There you go.
Mama told me that they sold their souls to the devil, and now they're doing the devil's work. And it's in plain sight. Every single day, every time you hit pay for this order on Amazon, a little bit of your soul leaves your body. But
That's actually a good philosophical question. Do you think buying or supporting these companies makes you complicit in what they're doing?
Shit, Austin.
So we don't have to go
You
there.
could
if we
go
don't want
really
to.
deep into all of this. Well, I mean, they own like everything, and then you go beyond them. And if you don't support any company that's unethical, you have to go like off grid and live in the woods, right?
Right. Yeah. It's almost
You
like
know?
there's no other options.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That's
hard.
why there's the saying, it's no ethical consumption under capitalism, because we're all buying something that's connected to something horrific.
There's just
right?
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
Yeah.
Have to be a collective decision. We have to really commit.
Yeah.
Are we capable? Do we have the willpower? As America, certainly not, I don't think. But it's a nice thought.
Yeah.
I just want to kill people, bro.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully AI will solve all those problems for all of us. That's why we created it. It's going to bring back all of the ethics and values and morals that we founded this country on. Let's be honest. But let's talk about our favorite social media phenom, Mark Zuckerberg, baby.
Yeah. Let's talk about me. I want to talk about me and how cool I am because I wear chains now. And I like how we have the AI picture of Zuck here, where clearly that's not him. He just looks smart. I think his jaw is a bit more defined, and he's got more of like a little bit of a broccoli bra haircut going on.
I also like straight up, he has more light in his eyes in his fake photo.
Yes, he does.
More color in the skin.
He kind of looks like Lil Dicky here a little bit.
He does.
He's looking for fly as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest.
But really, what more is there to say about me, Mark Zuckerberg, that hasn't already been plastered somewhere in the news? I've become a meme. There's a great movie about my life. It actually is a fantastic movie.
I love that fucking movie,
The
bro.
Social Network. You know what? He was unlikable, unfuckable for a long time. He was just a nerd. Except, hey, I had a girlfriend in college who I later married.
That's true. Brenda Song.
Yeah, Brenda Song. And I created a website for other nerds to then rate girls in terms of hotness on Harvard campus. That's how Facebook started. And he also might have stolen the idea from the Winklevoss twins, who were also at the inauguration event for Trump. I think they own like some coin now, I think is what they're doing.
I believe they're a shit coin.
Yeah, they definitely have one.
Yeah. And also, I pretty much stole it from my friend Andrew Garfield, which was his actual name.
I didn't look it up, bro.
Yeah. It's like Esteban.
I think it's Eduardo.
Eduardo something. Yeah. Which is funny because it's like that movie makes them victims. They're like, oh my God, he stole this, $1 billion idea from these guys. They're all doing fine. They're all rich as shit.
Bro.
Yeah, it's
I've
crazy.
actually never seen The Social Network.
Oh, it's great.
I've heard it's good.
Yeah.
We should watch it tonight.
It's awesome.
After the Bezos origin story.
Yeah. Then he linked up with Nate Parker, who's played by Justin Timberlake in the movie. Timberlake, who showed him the cracked 22-year-old coder lifestyle of Silicon Valley before he finally linked up with the definition of evil himself sitting right next to me, Peter Thiel, corrupted man from the inside out. Then as we know, Facebook exploded in popularity with billions of users from across the world. And for a moment, people recognized that the power of this world uniting application could, in fact, lead to tangible, real change in our material reality. Whoa. Because in 2011, I remember this, the Egyptian revolution, the Libyan revolution that ousted Muammar Gaddafi, and the Syrian civil war that actually just ended this year were actually all credited in part to Facebook's ability to organize, which is awesome. Right. I mean, that's kind of the power of social media. Even at home, protests for Occupy Wall Street, Black Lives Matter, and other massive social movements were all sparked from Facebook groups. Sure, he was a little odd. He was also accused of being a lizard person. I remember those memes where they were making him look weirder, and like when he showed up to Congress.
Yeah.
They were messing with his eyes and the size of his head.
They gave him the Buscemi eyes.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like he was replaced with a clone because he was really fucking weird. And then all of a sudden he was like a little more normal.
Yeah. I think it's because those memes. He was like, I have
him.
to be cooler now at all costs.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a fucking
But he's even more
loser.
chill when he talks. Like when he goes on podcasts, he's totally different than he used to be. Like during the Sweet Baby Rays, he was like, Sweet Baby Ray,
Right, yeah.
it just something happened.
Bro,
Yeah.
Austin, Texas changes you.
It's that barbecue, bro.
Yeah, it's that barbecue.
He got down some of that Texas barbecue, changed his life.
It was leaked that he asked for his old haircut to be modeled after the Roman Emperor Augustus. But whatever, he was just a weird nerd who hung out with the Obamas, which is so funny. But then in the lead up to the 2016 election, those previously hopeful community groups that sparked revolution were replaced by something much more sinister, less fact-checked, and namely more conservative. These posts reach over 26 million Americans using the platform and were shared infinitely within their own smaller networks of friends or even just friends of friends. Where did these groups, which largely helped sway public opinion in favor of Donald Trump, actually originate from? Good old Mother Russia. Thank you, comrades. Facebook was able to identify over 129 Russian accounts that generated over 80,000 posts, which were shared directly with how many? 29 million Americans before being shared infinitely among those professing these posts to be factual. 29 million Americans. That's crazy.
They got busy. 80,000 posts?
Right? Circulated that much. That's nuts.
That meta algorithm, baby.
Really? Since 2016, Meta has worked with more than 90 fact-checking organizations in more than 60 languages around the world. However, even though Zuck privately knew that Russia had used Facebook as a shelling point to influence the American vote in favor of Donald Trump, publicly, he refused to acknowledge that Facebook's role in the election was anything more than happenstance.
Right.
Chill out, guys.
Right.
Chill out. His old pal Obama even made an appeal to Zuck to crack down on misinformation on his platforms, but Zuck maintained that Facebook was insignificant in terms of Russian influence. Wow. But maybe that's because he and Facebook at large were engaged in another widespread practice among all of the billionaires we'll be talking about today, which is, this is my favorite thing in the world, the lack of privacy and just outright selling our data.
Dude, it fucking rocks, doesn't it?
It's so sweet. In 2018, Meta shareholders filed a lawsuit against Zuck claiming he illegally harvested the data of millions of users and sold it to Cambridge Analytica. The Trump administration hired this now defunct political consulting firm for the 2016 election. Isn't that great to know that just our data is just, there's nothing we can do. It's just
that
gone.
ship sailed.
Yeah.
It's over. We're cooked.
It's gone. Among the defendants in the $8 billion lawsuit, Zuck himself, calcified brain haver Mark Andreessen, Netflix co-founder Reed Hastings. I like how we don't preface his name with anything derogatory.
He's just normal.
Reed, you're good, dude.
yeah. And of course, Zuck's mentor, Meta board member, and blood bag enthusiast, the evil Peter Thiel. Damn you. Nice evil laugh over here. In the wake of the scandal, the FTC initially fined Facebook $5 billion.
How much did we get?
Yeah, right. And
Nothing.
Yeah, and Meta shareholders filed this lawsuit to recoup their losses. The suit ended in a class action settlement of only $725 million in 2022. So a pittance, really.
Yeah, chump change for Meta.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a slap on the wrist for them.
Right. It's a lot to us, but yeah, that's really nothing.
For a mega
Nothing,
corp like
dude.
that.
Yeah, drop in the bucket.
That's like a few paid for Facebook stickers they run, you know?
Honest to God.
It's more of just a PR thing for them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they don't want that. That was a huge scandal, right? Like I remember covering that on Mile Higher when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
We did an intro topic on that whole story.
Forgot we did that, yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was big news.
This wouldn't be the last time Zuck took the stand. Just last year, Zuck was one of the many social media tycoons who were involved in a congressional hearing surrounding the exploitation of sexual harassment of children through various social media platforms. At one point, Zuck turned to face the audience, which was mainly filled with family members affected by social media child exploitation, and he said this: "I'm sorry for everything you have all been through. No one should go through the things that your families have suffered, and this is why we invest so much."
Did he
However-
mean that?
I mean, come on.
Did he? That sounds very concocted.
Yeah, right. It's definitely reading
I'm
off of-
sorry for everything
Yeah.
you've been through.
Remember how you would in speech class when you were younger, you had the little note cards in your hands,
Yeah.
and you were
Yeah.
so bad at it that you just had to read really formally. That
I'm sorry
Yeah.
for everything.
right. However, he would later state that there was no true link between Meta's policies and sexual exploitation on his app. This is despite New Mexico's AG suing Meta for allegedly enabling, quote unquote, adults to find, message, and groom minors for sexual exploitation. Leaked internal documents from Meta indicated that the company was aware that over 100,000 minors were sexually harassed every day on their platforms.
Just let that soak in.
Right?
Fucking crazy.
That is
Daily.
disgusting.
Yeah.
And to know that you have the power to do something about it and you didn't
Nah.
is just crazy.
And it gets a little worse here because a senior Meta employee described how his own daughter had been solicited on Instagram and his efforts to fix the problem were outright ignored within the company. And despite being aware of all this, a 2017 email described how the company's executives were opposed to these measures because they would place the service, quote unquote, at a competitive disadvantage versus other apps who might offer more privacy. Even though, again, they were proven to be selling people's data to third parties. So where's Zuck now? Where am I at now these days? Well, after an AI photo of him, which we were talking about earlier, circulated in which he had longer, luscious, curly locks and a gold chain, Zuck adopted the look, and he also became involved in, oh my God, the manosphere.
What the hell? The manosphere.
Yep. Because he went on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he said that the corporate world had become culturally neutered, bro. And he needed to regrow its manhood.
Our balls got chopped off.
Yeah, God. He also moved Meta's content moderation teams to the promised land, the holy promised land of creatine, TRT, and cold plunges, Austin, Texas. That is the mecca of the manosphere at this rate.
Get out of filthy California.
Yeah, right.
Come watch Kill Tony live.
Yeah. Come at the mothership.
That's good.
You shouldn't have to choose between paying your bills and getting the mental health care you need and you deserve. Grow Therapy makes care more affordable, more flexible, and way easier to access, whether you need nights. Weekends are just a bit more breathing room. They make it so easy to check your insurance. Because that's the thing, your insurance doesn't really make it easy to disclose the benefits that you get. And you may not even know that your insurance covers mental health care. Well, with Grow Therapy, they make it really easy to put in your insurance info and then match you up with a therapist who's ready to help you on your time. If you're navigating anxiety, burnout, relationship stress, postpartum challenges, or just the ups and downs of life, you're not alone, and you don't have to figure it out alone either. Grow Therapy makes getting help feel doable. Whatever you're carrying, know there's someone there that can help you. Grow Therapy makes it easier to find a therapist who fits you and not the other way around. They connect you with thousands of therapists across the U.S., offering both virtual and in-person sessions, nights and weekends. You can search by what matters, like insurance, specialty, identity, or availability, and get started in as little as 2 days. And if something comes up, you can cancel up to 24 hours in advance at no cost. There are no subscriptions, no long-term commitments. You just pay per session. Grow helps you find therapy on your time. So whatever challenges you're facing, Grow Therapy is here to help. Sessions average about $21 with insurance, and some pay as little as $0 depending on their plan. Visit growtherapy.com/milehigher today to get started. That's growtherapy.com/milehigher. Check it out. growtherapy.com/milehigher. Availability and coverage vary by state and insurance plan.
Zuck explained that this move was meant to help us build trust while having less concern about the bias of our teams.
Right.
Man. And that whole measure to crack down on misinformation, that's gone. That's out the window. Zuck was also privately excited to get rid of PC culture.
Fuck that.
Yuck. In the workplace, especially following Trump's reelection. And it seems like his platforms are pretty much following suit here. He announced that community notes, similar to Elon's measure on X, the everything app, would replace actual fact checkers instead. And in a 5-minute video, Zuck.
Hey, that's a new
Just call
one.
him Zuck from now on.
Zuck.
Mark Zuckerberg.
In a 5-minute video, Zuck claimed that fact-checking was a tool for censorship and push progressive views, surrounding gender identity and immigration, parroting language from this administration. Of course he did. 7 months ago, Obama, where are you at these days, man? He warned Mr. Zuck that Facebook would have a destructive role globally and needed to reshape its platforms ahead of the next election. Too
late.
That really worked out. But this doesn't seem to faze Mr. Zuck. No matter how many gold chains he wears, we will always see him as the loser caked in the beautiful sunscreen and riding that weird hydrofoil with the nutty controller. We were saying he's cheeked up in this.
He's caked
photo,
up.
man.
He's caked
Yeah.
up.
Got a
He's been doing his squats.
Yeah.
Where you got them implants?
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, true.
Bro, bounce
I think
50
you got
cents
a
on that, get
BBL.
$1 back.
Mm-hmm. He's
But-
like Drake. You got a BBL.
I would so when thinking about Zuck and Meta, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to look at the social destruction that has happened via Meta,
Oh,
i.e. Facebook, i.e. Instagram.
oh.
To like,
Ouch.
I think it started out like, oh, this is cool. We can connect and rate hot girls and talk to our friends and have different
Book
clubs.
of faces.
And like, we can organize, against social issues and against the government. But then with it now taking on a partnership practically with the government, in turn, not regulating itself the way it should,
No.
but also just the way that the algorithms are built. I'm trying to remember what documentary it was that we watched, but it was like digging into the deep holes of the algorithm on Facebook and the way that it's serving you content and the way that it's serving kids content. And
I remember that documentary. That was on Netflix.
Yeah.
What was that called?
Oh,
I remember watching that. They did it like the fictionalized space within the phone.
Yes,
and they would show you like what they're
yes,
tracking.
I
you remember that?
Yeah.
And it's really dark shit.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, like the way, like it's setting you up
Mhm.
to spiral out of control.
And it's
Plays
setting
on-
everyone up differently. That's
Yes.
what's the most scary is we all have a completely different view of the world based on what your algorithm is serving you. That's terrifying.
It started out to like connect us, but I feel like it's done the opposite. It's severing our connection with the world and with each other because we're all addicted to it. We're all on it all the time. We're all looking at our phones. We're all scrolling endlessly on social media and Facebook and Instagram. And then you've got the whole aspects of like comparing yourself to other people. And then you've got people manipulating photos. You've got AI generated content now coming. It's really turning into a real shitstorm.
And at least as millennials, we were able to, we were kind of like the bridge in between, but we didn't have social media as bad as kids do nowadays. Like even probably Ian's generation, I'm sure it was worse for you guys.
Everything was worse for us, man. No,
Yeah.
I'm playing. But no, man, like, I don't know. I think because you guys had a better version of this, which was MySpace, really. You
Mhm.
know, I
MySpace
think
was sick.
MySpace was a better, like a genuinely community-driven thing. I wasn't on MySpace. I got on Facebook in 2008.
Wow.
And from then on, it was just hell. And I think it does really, sorry, I got a spitball coming out of my face. It really does fuck with your perception just of everything.
It
I mean,
does.
like you're saying, I think the level of which, like, just social media not only influences your politics, but it means you don't actually have defined politics. You're just swirling in this stew of sometimes the most reactionary, most extreme version of the world. You know, you don't actually have a point of view. I think that's the main thing.
Yeah, and there was a study done on Facebook where it's like the misinformation was shared like 8 times or 10 times more than factual information.
Yes.
So like, it's just all prompted and promoted to feed you a bunch of crap constantly.
And it's worse
yeah.
than ever now with AI.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep falling for shit. I fell for the bunnies on the trampoline.
No,
I fell for
Not the bunnies!
I did, dude. I sent it to people. I
No!
was like, check out these fucking bunnies. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was real. I thought the woman feeding the bear, I thought that was real. You believed it too. I showed it to you.
No.
We were like, this is a sick bear. He's so nice.
No, I know a bear would never lick a human like that.
Then why didn't you tell me that's AI, babe?
Because it's fun to watch you believe.
There was this
I'm a real sucker.
There was this cool theory I actually came across. I was telling Ian actually this morning on the way to work, where we're at this point where it's like you can kind of tell the AI now, things look weird, a little distorted, the 7 fingers or whatever.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
sometimes you can kind of tell where it's at.
if you look closely.
Right. But eventually it's just going to keep getting so much
Yeah.
better that we won't be able to tell the difference between what's real and what's not. So even though that's like a negative thought, this guy put a positive twist on it. I wish I would plug this guy's account. I can't remember
Was
his
it a
name right now.
tweet?
No, it was a video. It was a video.
I saw a tweet.
Uh,
Probably similar.
But this guy kind of flipped the notion on its head, and he was like, you know what? That might be our way out. Where now when we pick up our phones, it's like, oh, I can tell what's real and what's not. If it gets to a point where we pick up our phones and we don't know if anything that we see on there is real or not, fuck it. I'm not going to I'm not going to interact with it anymore because it could all be lies. So it's actually like my way to just check out of social media. And he put it into words where it's like, you just go over to your neighbor's house and knock on the door and say hi to people again.
Yep.
Because we can kind of get out of the cybersphere.
Right.
I saw a tweet with the similar concept of maybe this is our breaking point. We kind of go back to our roots a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think that is extremely optimistic because I think we are addicted to the screens.
Yeah,
there's like scientific studies that show that we are addicted to it's the screen. It's the fucking, like if we're not looking at social media, we'll still be looking at something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll be replaced by some other app, but some other thing. But in this, like from a social perspective, I hope that's the case. I hope we go back to talking to each other. But I think as long as we have these devices and the more these devices, well, the other thing that Meta's really been pushing lately are like smart glasses, of course, fucking nerdy glasses that connect to the metasphere. And
how dare you say that?
Zuck, he's pushing hard. He's trying to make it cool. They're collaborating with Ray-Bans and stuff. Yeah. And and that's the thing. Now they're trying to merge artificial reality and the metaverse with the actual physical universe.
Right.
And that's what scares me more, even more so than social media, is the fact that these guys are now trying to merge the digital world with the physical living world and have it be a part of your daily routine. Every step you take in the day, you have 1 foot in the metaverse and 1 foot in the physical universe. And that is a scary world to live in, especially as a child growing up in it. And that's what I'm most worried for is our children and my children, of growing up in this world where this is just the norm. Like they're going to, they don't
know any different.
No, this is like what they know. They've already been using devices since they practically came out of the womb.
Yeah.
Like they're used
Holly
to it.
was 6 months old and she already started like touching Josh's watch.
Yeah, she'd be like navigating my watch.
Navigation. She'd like clear notifications by age 2 on his watch.
She just figured it out or just watched us like do it. And so it's like, there's no escaping it unless, like we talked about at the beginning, that we all abandon society and go like live off grids in a self-sustaining environment. But that's clearly not doable, right? So
it's a fun idea.
I don't know. I feel like Zuck's metaverse and what he's got planned for that and how that's going to collide with the physical universe, they are going to be one step ahead of that. I think that theory of like, well, we'll just not care because everything's fake. But I think it's going to be like, well, everything you do in the real world is going to be directly tied to that digital world, right? So how do you escape?
I mean, I unfortunately think we're, at least on that point, we're already there. Not so much with AI and everything, but just in that our online world is, for a lot of people, arguably indistinguishable from their real life. For a lot of people, that is their real life. That's all they got. And so I think we're already kind of in it. I pray that he's right though. I pray that this guy's right though. I really do, man.
At least for me, I don't know if it was a blanket statement, but at least for me, it rings true. Where that would be a moment where I'm like, maybe it's time for me to check out of this. And like with the Ray-Ban stuff, I don't know, do you see us all? Like, do you see the world, the future where we're all actually doing the AR, like glasses?
I think that they will create, these corporations are so powerful and so entrenched in policy in the government that they will find a way to integrate it into our social structures. I think in the way, I mean, think about good old Jeff Bezos, baby. I got stores you could walk in, grab your shit and walk out and never even like touch your credit card. You know what I mean? Like there's things like that where the technology is so good that it's so integrated into everything, and it'll be integrated. Like at some point, I think you'll be forced to choose. I'm not going to upgrade my phone because the next phone has these capabilities that whether or not I want to interact with it or not, it's there and it's already interacting and sort of self-sustaining itself. Like it's a living organism. Like technology is going to become a living organism with a consciousness. I have a brain that's smarter than mine in this phone right now.
Well, people already have relationships with ChatGPT. We did a whole segment on the sesh of people talking about how they're getting engaged, marrying, and a lot of them were making not fair points, but explaining how society has failed them and they don't have any social connections and they can't get a therapist that actually helps them, and ChatGPT has helped them with their health and help them, guide them through a medical diagnosis or help them through something emotionally, and they feel like a connection
Yep.
to where they really have a friendship or relationship with a chatbot.
Yeah, that's almost like the snake eating itself, because it's like, I'm so lonely because of social media and because of this technology.
Yes.
And so I'm going to keep accessing that same technology that stabbed me in the back to like, it just keeps going.
Exactly. And it's like, I didn't want to fully judge these people. Like, my gut reaction was like, what freaks. But then I was like I was thinking deeply about what they were saying. I felt really sorry for them. I'm like, God, if that's the only like social interaction or love they're going to feel in their lives, then who am I to tell them it's weird?
Yeah.
But shit's getting dark, guys.
You know,
And this episode is really depressing. I literally have tears in my eyes thinking about this. It's just so fucked up.
Wait till it can touch you.
This is supposed to be fun Halloween, okay? This needs to end. I'm too pregnant for this. It's sad. Just can't believe where we're at. It's like just insane.
Well, I don't think there's any going back at this point.
No.
I think it's gonna.
You can't what's it? Put Pandora back in the Pandora box.
Yeah. That's it.
Can't put
Pandora.
Put Pandora
So that's where Elon comes in. We start a new civilization on Mars.
That's right.
We do it without social media.
I'll take it. All right,
That would be
Jeff.
sick if we just dumped off people on Mars and they went back to like, we're just living amongst the desert in nature.
Dune
somewhere.
style.
Yeah.
Dune style.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How about everyone who wants the technology and AI, they go to Mars, and all of us stay here and we go back to our roots?
There we go. I like that.
I think that'd be good. All right, what do you got for us, Jeff?
Yeah.
Let's hear more about you.
Well, compared to all you guys, all the other nasty, vile billionaires on this list. And I'm among the richest, by the way. Just don't forget that. I have very little power. I'm a little man with little power.
You're a fucking loser, honestly.
But I got big rockets.
Big
And I
brains.
actually get on my rockets, unlike this loser over here.
But you've never actually been to space.
Well, I will.
You went to like the outer layer.
I will. Just making sure it's safe before I do, you know? A lot of people would miss me if I
You
was.
sent Katy
No.
Perry to space.
Yeah.
What was that about? Why her?
Because she's got a song called Extraterrestrial.
Okay, you're right.
Big fan of that. Well, I don't get government contracts. I do provide a service to every American in this country. You can get literally anything and everything whenever. Literally, go buy a house on Amazon. I have it. You think I'm lying? Look it up. You can literally buy a house on Amazon.
Oh, I've seen it.
You can buy a car. You can buy groceries. You can buy medicine. You can buy clothes. And I made it so easy. Shows up at your door. Same day, next day, whatever you want. I've got it. But yeah, you know, I've opted for the autocratic management style at Amazon. You know, it's hit or miss with employees, right? You know, some don't like it, some like it. And I love to meddle in all business of Amazon and my employees. I like to, you know, make sure everybody's following what I created. I've created an openly confrontational workplace, believe it or not, because I believe in a 2-pizza rule that no team should be so large that 2 pizzas couldn't feed them all.
We're trying to understand this. Does that mean 16 people on a team, or does everyone get 2 slices? And
Well,
they
how
get
many
8?
slices in an, if we just say a large pizza, was
2
that
of
8
them.
slices?
Yeah, so that's 16.
So you don't want any team bigger than 16 people.
Okay.
What if I've eaten a whole hot and ready in one sitting before?
Then you're
Then
not
you'd
on
be a
his
goat,
team.
bro.
He wants 1 slice people only.
Gotcha.
Well, not only that, I also did away with those silly PowerPoints. Yuck. Nobody wants to sit there in a meeting and watch a PowerPoint anymore. Instead, I force all of my managers to create reports that are 6 pages, single-spaced, and read silently at the beginning of the meeting. So meetings are fun at Amazon. Real fun. And then, of course, there's the union busting of Amazon warehouse employees. Those guys are just such complainers. My God. Such a great place to work, and all they do is complain and want more pay and benefits and breaks and vacation time. You know, some say I violate human rights, but hey, you wanted those cloths next day. It ain't going to ship itself.
Say
It's
those
gotta get there.
cloths?
Cloths. All sorts of cloths.
Like microfiber cloths.
Yeah. Maybe you were trying to wipe your car or wipe your ass, you know? You need a different cloth for all of them, and I have it all. Well, outside of the company, though, my power lies within Amazon. The beauty of Amazon is that I am the all-knowing being. I'm the eye of Sauron at Amazon. I see everything. I know everything.
You're trying to be Peter.
No, Peter's trying to be me. Peter wants to be Jeff Bezos, which, by the way, not my biological last name, Jorgensen, Jeff Jorgensen.
What?
Yeah. My adopted father's last name is Bezos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
Little fact for you. Also, Bo Burnham.
Zuckerberg and Gates and Buffett, amateurs can fucking suck it, fuck their wives, drink their blood. Come on, Jeff, get him!
Jeffrey Bezos.
Big fan.
Come on, Jeffrey.
Huge fan of
you
that song.
can do it. Put you back into it.
Jeffrey Bezos. Amazing song. I did file a $45 billion lawsuit against him for the rights to that song because he used my name and likeness in it. But anyways, outside the company, I have no power at all. I'm kind of a loser outside of it. I kind of low-key wish I was Elon sometimes. Zuck looks better on a hydrofoil than I do. And, I just wish I was a little taller, a little bigger, been hitting the gym, hitting that TRT, hitting those cold plunges to try to get a little bit bigger. But
getting the plastic surgery.
Yeah, I'm spending money on things that really matter, like a Lord of the Rings series that Tolkien would roll over in his grave over. I mean, my God, could I have made a worse series? Jesus. That was a flop because I wouldn't pay for the actual rights to the Silmarillion because it's too expensive. Too expensive, even for me.
The estate never put it up for sale.
Yeah, well, couldn't give them a price they would take. No, more like they were just being protective and they did not want Jeffrey Bezos to do what they did. So I just got the rights to the appendices of the Lord of the Rings books, which is a lot of just history, knowledge, for a lot of people, probably very boring content. And yeah, made a show out of it and just added a bunch of random shit, random people, random ideas to it. And yeah, biggest flop for how much money I put into it. But you know what I am winning at? In the wifedom.
Wifedom?
The wifedom, man. I've got a hot wife, big face, hot wife, Lauren Sanchez, and I'm trying to make her the next Angelina Jolie. She's going to appear. She's going to appear in an Amazon series near you soon. So make sure you've got Prime Video installed on your TV because Lauren Sanchez is coming quick with a James Bond film potentially. But the funny thing is that she just got it. No audition required. No acting experience. Lauren Sanchez has got the job already. But we recently just got married, $50 million in Venice. Easy. That's not a whole lot of money, right? It's not too much. And I invited absolutely everybody. Everybody came. There was 90 private jets lined up on the tarmac there in Venice. Everybody came out in style to get married in the canals of Venice. Leonardo DiCaprio showed up, which is interesting. Thought he was fighting climate change, but even he...
Another one bites the dust.
Even he has compromised his morals and values to attend the royal wedding. After that, purchasing the Washington Post, that was a big deal. I then bought a $23 million mansion and used it as a gathering place for DC's brightest pope. Pope.
Say, the brightest pope.
Brightest people. And I refused to interfere with the journalism over there at Washington Post, because that's the newspaper that broke Watergate. Iconic. I don't want to do anything. If I were to insert my own opinions, I'd feel really bad about it that I'd turn red. Turn into a tomato. But things have changed. I've divorced my politically engaged and civic-minded ex-wife. Don't need any of that energy around. Don't need somebody to hold me accountable at all. Zero. Mackenzie Scott. Shout out Mackenzie Scott, man. Found a younger, hotter version. Botox-filled lingerie enthusiast, Lauren Sanchez. And then, of course, I've been doing my Blue Origin space trips, the whole Katy Perry fiasco. That was a PR stunt.
Gayle King. How'd you pick Gayle King?
Love Gayle King. I've been a longtime fan.
Really?
Yep.
Ever since that R. Kelly interview.
That's right.
I love her.
I was turned on by that, honestly.
Go, Gail.
I wanted to share a space shuttle with her.
You weren't even in it.
No, I know, but I'm
You
planning
ran
on
to
going
the door
another one.
so fast
No,
that you fell.
Right. That's why I couldn't get on it. So, anyways, Blue Origin, I have big plans for. Elon, watch out. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, right.
Oh, let's take a look at this amazing clip of my work.
Well, this is just you taking a tumble, brother.
No, I know. That's my work.
Oh, okay.
Look at that beautiful capsule.
Oh, ouch, bro. Right into the ditch. There it is again.
You know, I don't get outside much.
Beautiful. We'd love to see it. Remember the champagne moment he had too? That wasn't for that trip. Who was that? The guy from Star Wars? What's his name?
The guy from
Someone
Star
from
Oh, Star Trek. William Shatner.
Star Trek. I don't know much about either.
That's okay.
William Shatner. He went on one of his rockets and he was really trying to have a moment with Jeff about it. Be like, this is fucking amazing and getting deep. And Jeff is like, shut the fuck up. Let's get champagne going. Champagne. That was a good moment too. There's a clip of that Tom can put in.
You know what the impression I had that I never expected to have is you're shooting up.
Oh my God.
Give me a champagne
bottle. Come here. I want one. I want to hear this. Here. You want a little of this? Hey. Oh my God.
The champagne showers have begun.
Yeah, I really haven't done too much though, to be honest with you. I'm just selling Amazon packages, This is the greatest invention ever. Amazon Prime. Well, anyways, in the lead up to the 2024 election, I ended the Post's longtime tradition of endorsing presidential candidates as a plan to support Kamala Harris. And began killing stories that would paint Trump in a bad light, right? Trump infiltrated me a bit in ways I can't even explain. And this is what happened. This is the world we're living in. But anyways, back to my house. I bought that awesome mansion, and according to neighbors, basically sat empty because that's what we do, right? Buy nice houses and let them sit empty, other than 3 parties since 2013. And Zuck also lives in the neighborhood. Shout out, Zuck. Neighbors.
Nice seeing you around, man.
Yeah, I'm sure we mow the lawns and wave to each other.
Just barbecue. Bring
the backyard barbecue. Yeah.
High five over the fan.
Apply sunscreen liberally to each other.
Yes, I'm very good at that.
So yeah. What's changed with the bees, man? What's going on? Did he bang his head too many times on the Blue Origin? Or is he just listening to his wife? Why is he not gotten a hair transplant?
I don't know. Look at this fucking.
I mean, if my head, it looks great, honestly.
So you guys know that I have been a long time paying Stitch Fix customer because when it comes to style and shopping, I don't know where to start. I don't know what tones I am. I don't know what goes with what. I don't know the fashion rules. So I need all the help that I can get, and that's why I turn to my Stitch Fix stylist. I've actually gotten several of my family members on Stitch Fix as well, and they love it. We all love it. And it's really easy. You just take a style quiz, you share your size, your style, your budget, and you get matched with a real human stylist, not AI, who gets your vibe. And one of the most annoying things about online shopping, in my opinion, is the returns. But Stitch Fix makes that easy because they give you a prepaid mailer. You just stuff in what you don't want, whatever doesn't fit, whatever doesn't float your boat, and you mail it on back. Could not be easier. And not only do I get pieces that keep me feeling confident, looking my best, but also saves me so much time. Time that I just don't want to spend shopping or figuring out what is going to look good. So it's no risk, all style. You get personalized fit boxes sent straight to your door. Then you get to try it on at home, which is the best. I hate dressing rooms. If there is one place on earth that I would really never want to spend a lot of time, it's a dressing room. I hate it in there. I get so flustered. I get verklempt in dressing rooms. I don't like it. Now, shippings and returns are always free. Like I said, it's easy to do, and there's no subscription required. Plus, you get a free try-on for your first fix. So get started today at stitchfix.com/milehigher to get 20% off your first order, and they'll waive your styling fee. That's stitchfix.com/milehigher. Once again, stitchfix.com/milehigher.
But it seems like Jeff has really just stayed the same. You know, the political climate around him has changed to match the local, to match his actual views. Corporate exploitation of low taxes so he can keep buying up billers and little businesses, you know, put every mom and pop out of business ultimately. Amazon, huge company. I mean, now owns huge data centers with AWS. I mean, everything's running on AWS now. It's crazy.
It went down the other day.
It did.
Yeah.
That was a big deal. Not good. Not good. Not good for whoops.
What the fuck, man?
Somebody pulled the power cord on accident. A little whoopsie. Somebody got fired. But yeah, you know, I'm just really just exploiting my workforce. I mean, that's my primary duty. You know, those Amazon drivers, I got them cool vans now. Like they can shut it. They're all driving Rivian vans now.
That's all they wanted.
You know, I'm saving gas.
Are they really driving Rivians?
Yeah, those are Rivian vans that you see out there, the electric ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're saving a lot on gas.
Yeah. And not passing along the savings to the employees, you know. So be nice to your Amazon delivery drivers, man. Be nice. Well, you know, I've had my own data scandals. You know, Amazon, a lot of customers, a lot of data. And yeah, we're just like Facebook practically, you know. Can't trust us with that data. Even though Amazon is rated as the second most trusted institution in the United States, second only to the military, apparently, LOL, those within the customer data division warned those at the top that everybody's information's at risk. And it was Bezos' own practices that were creating the danger. According to some internal documents, all of Amazon's customer data, what you buy, what you watch, what pills you take, what you tell Alexa at night. Yeah. What's been caught on your doorbell, right? Blink, you know, the Blink cameras and stuff, Amazon. That all that data is on those AWS servers being accessed. They got all this data and they don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to organize it. It's not being protected the way it should, and probably not being defended from cyber attacks the way that it should. Former Chief Security Officer Gary Gannon described internal access to customer data as a free-for-all, which that's alarming for anyone working at Amazon. They just have like a folder on everybody's desktop, customer data.
A little, honestly, that is kind of how it works. Yeah.
You just go on the company file shares and just start sifting through a customer's data. That's great. Some employees were using their access to stoop on celebrities' purchases, you know, seeing what Kim Kardashian's buying on Amazon, sell knockoff products to unsuspecting customers, and keep millions of stored credit card numbers in the wrong place, and employees unable to tell if they had been illegally accessed. In fact, a Chinese data firm was harvesting the data, and it might have even been sold to them, if not just handed over in order to improve customer service. But the full piece on Amazon's lack of data privacy is available on Wired, and it's pretty damning. However, for the purposes of the show, it's important to note that in 2018, when Jeff Bezos was briefly the richest man in the world, you know, I had my 5 minutes of fame, it was likely because he had enriched himself by exploiting and selling your data. He lined up a deal. And of course, this week, Amazon Web Services went down, as we just mentioned. And many of the reasons were pointed out in that Wired article. Just this year, the FTC won a $2.5 billion lawsuit for shady practices surrounding their Prime service after it was alleged that they tricked people into signing up for the subscription and made it extremely hard for members to cancel.
That's a great business model.
Yeah, and you think about Amazon, you know, they've got Twitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Twitch Prime, baby.
Yep,
Give your Twitch Prime to your favorite streamer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they've kind of entered the social, you know, manosphere a little bit of like, they want a little bit of that social control. And man, Twitch has had its own controversies, let me tell you. Well, what about our next idiot?
Hey.
Hair transplant recipient, gene proliferator, ketamine bellied, and really just a certified fucking rock star, baby. Elon Musk, the world's richest man.
That's right. You want to see this ketamine belly? Hell yeah. And I finally got some K. Wow. I was waiting. So He has a net worth of $5 billion.
500 billion.
Oh,
Add a couple zeros.
500 billion. Sometimes I like to downplay it. But that's mainly through his shares in Tesla, SpaceX, and of course X, the everything app. He is publicly the world's richest man, though some rumors do suggest that maybe Vladimir Putin is actually the world's richest man and he just keeps that wealth very on the DL. Like many on this list, Elon had a similar public trajectory. When he really exploded onto the scene in 2008, he presented himself as the Earth-conscious billionaire philanthropist. He fashioned himself after Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, and he even had a short cameo in Iron Man 2 where Tony Stark called him a pedophile. That was a bit unfortunate for me, wasn't it? And when he started his relationship with Grimes, they were seen as a beacon for weird art girlies and nerd-ass coders finally finding love. They reportedly began their connection after discussing Rocco's Basilisk, the info hazard that inspired the many writings of Ziz and the Zizians. If you have not seen that episode, definitely worth checking out. Now, me and Grimes had a child together, named it Baby X, which is an embarrassing naming convention for many of Elon's ventures. And he stayed mainly in the media's good graces. But then they broke up. And publicly, Elon went the way of many ugly recently single dads. He got weird and conservative. But it's safe to say that the recent weirdness that we have seen out of Elon is really not all that new from him. For one, there's Elon's early childhood in South Africa, growing up as a wealthy white male under apartheid. It's important to note that his neo-Nazi grandfather moved from Canada to South Africa because he liked apartheid. And he especially liked the fact that public education was, quote, infused with the ideology of white supremacy. We love to see it. You might want to brush off his childhood in South Africa, but he once tried to reprogram his AI, Grok, to be less woke. It started to bring up far-right conspiracy theories that white genocide is taking place in South Africa, completely unprompted, so that was a problem. And then there was the very weird Azalea Banks scandal in 2018, where Azalea was invited over to Elon's house to work on a collaboration with Grimes for her second album. And according to Azalea's Instagram story, she was left in the house for days while Grimes coddled Elon after he allegedly took acid, tweeted about taking Tesla private for $420 a share. And then he got a little freaked when he was informed that his tweet could be considered market manipulation and investment fraud. She also alleged that the whole scheme was probably just to get her to have a threesome with Elon and Grimes, and famously told Grimes that she smelled like pennies on Twitter. Now, we all know exactly what pennies smell like. It's like that irony, kind of like blood.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Wonder why she smells like that. And maybe they're doing stuff with blood.
I hope. Azalea
We would love that.
Azalea also said that Grimes lacks bone marrow or something. There's some bangers from that time. Fuck Azalea Banks.
Maybe because Elon's taking the bone marrow.
Yummy.
Then there are his 14 public children and his $35 million Austin compound that he purchased so that all of them could live together. And reports that with his new child, Selden Lycurgus. That is right, Selden Lycurgus. Another child with conservative influencer, Ashley St. Clair, who he has ditched already at this point. But that number of children is likely much, much higher. Who knows how many Elon actually has? There are allegations that he has, as we've mentioned, a crippling addiction to ketamine and was high just about every moment he was at the White House. It was plain to see, wasn't it? And that his odd boat-like body shape is due to a buildup of urine that has...
A yarn?
Urine.
Oh, urine.
Urine.
I thought you said yarn, like he has a ball of yarn in his belly.
No, a bunch of piss.
Kind of said it with a southern accent. Yeah, you got that yarn.
Yarn. He's got yarn. That has inflated his bladder. Sounds truly terrible.
Gross.
This is a known thing called ketamine-induced cystitis, or K-bladder. That's a little easier to say. And there's also rumors that Elon's got a robot penis. What do you think of that? A robopene.
That is wild.
Mm-hmm. You want one, don't you?
No.
No? Who doesn't want a
Well-
RoboPeen? I want a RoboPeen.
What do you do with the real one?
Take it off.
Give it away.
Take it off.
Useless. You can put it in a frame or something. Yeah. If he does have a RoboPeen, it's unclear if it's a removable attachment or an implant. What are your guesses there?
I didn't know there was like removable attachment ones. I've only heard of the implant ones.
So there has been some gumshoe reporting on what his robotic penis could possibly be, and there is one attachment style penis thing called, I think it's the Levitron 9000.
What?
Levitron.
However, the people at TrueAnon podcast, they spoke to the inventor of the Levitron 9000, and he said that it's just a personal project just for him, and he hasn't made any other ones. So
He's like, my only goal was to make one for me.
yeah, I want the robot penis.
What is the point of that? Then you're not even having sex anymore. And then when you're having sex with a robot penis, it's not a real person. Like, what is the point? I just don't get it. Wild. Well, what about his businesses, you guys? Surely with that high market cap through his 6 enterprises, there must be a sign of his hidden genius somewhere. Wrong. For one, he was forced to buy Twitter after once again tweeting about it in a manner that most would see as market manipulation. Aside from trying to garner cash by asking people to pay a subscription for having a blue check, I'm pretty sure I'm still paying for that. Did we cancel that? Do you know?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I canceled all of it.
I don't think I've been on Twitter in 2 years
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, it's canceled.
Anyway, he also had inflated payouts for popular users after his buyout quickly fell off, instigating political hate speech. That's a fun one for me. And potentially using the app to sway people to more extreme political views. X, the everything app, has really been a failure on every margin. Despite purchasing the platform for $44 billion, revenue since Elon bought it has only been around $4 billion. Weep wop. And that's just half of what it was before I made the purchase. Advertisers have left the app, and now the only people paying for Twitter aside from the users have been conservative platforms like PragerU and ridiculous ads like this, which is just an ad for cheeseburgers in general. No specific company. Just, honestly looks like a good burger. What do you think?
Yum. Looks like a B-dubs burger.
Who knows what it's for?
It's like how they did Got Milk. They were just advertising,
Yeah.
just
Milk.
drink more milk.
Right.
This is just like, eat more burgers.
Who was behind Got Milk? I've always wondered that.
I don't know.
Wasn't it like the health council or
Yeah,
something?
I think it was a government push because I think they were like subsidizing milk or something like that, and farmers were pushing milk. I need to be fact check on that. Tom can put a little info graphic.
Tom, get us,
Maybe they
bro.
were truly worried about our calcium intake.
Yeah, maybe.
I remember the milk days. Got Milk, like at your school in the lunch line.
Yeah.
It's like a celebrity drinking
like
milk.
Tony Hawk has
Yeah.
the mustache on him. Yeah.
That was a sick campaign.
Yeah.
Well, what about one of his main claims to fame? That had to be successful, right? Founding PayPal, whose purchase by eBay allowed him to become one of the wealthiest men in the world. That's a lie, too, because Elon created something called Get Ready, X.com, which was meant to be an online banking platform, and it was a complete fucking failure. So much so that it only became viable after it was swallowed up by my boy over here, Peter Thiel, his company, Confinity, which then became...
Cumfinity?
Yeah, it's called Cumfinity.
Cumfinity? Oh my.
Then it later became PayPal. Confinity. That's a great name, though, just on its own. Confinity. To Confinity and beyond.
What were they trying to get across with that name?
I don't know.
Confinity.
They wanted to be open about what it was.
Yeah, there you go.
It's transparency. People love it. The only reason we refer to Elon as founder of PayPal is because of an exit agreement. He was briefly CEO, a move that pissed off the other members of the PayPal mafia due to his general annoyance that he was forced out. Peter and other mafia members were so annoyed by Elon's shitty leadership that they agreed to refer to him as a founder, despite not actually being the truth, and they allowed him to hold an ownership stake in the company. So it's just really a petty credit. Well, what about Tesla? Come on. That's what he's really known for. The electric car company that made Elon famous, put him on the map. Well, every piece of literature on the company refers to him as the founder, so it has to be true. Not that either. Tesla was founded by engineers Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning. And their initial idea was a pipe dream. They wanted to put out an electric engine inside the Lotus Elise. What do you guys think? This is a pretty sick car, huh?
Yeah, the Lotus Elise was sick.
I remember this was in like every single Need for Speed Underground or Need for Speed game. It was the Lotus Elise was always in there.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about cars. Looks nice to me. Well, Elon did become pretty involved early on as he met the two through the Mars Society, which envisioned, of course, colonizing the planet that would eventually become the inspiration point for SpaceX. Still, when Elon entered the company, he was already the 4th CEO, okay? And immediately, he made a stupid fucking decision after stupid fucking decision. He showed off the first car, the Tesla Roadster, before it was even ready, by literally just putting an electric engine inside of a Lotus Elise and rebranding it. This garnered thousands of pre-orders, including from actor George Clooney. Of just 2,000 Tesla Roadsters delivered years after they were promised, 5 were totally bricked out due to an unknown electrical issue. And then there was infighting with Martin Eberhard. Martin despised Elon's managerial skills or style of basically lying to the public and overpromising on shit he knew he couldn't deliver, and that's been Elon's roadmap ever since.
For every company he's a part of.
For everything.
Well, it's like
and his political
the iconic Cybertruck reveal where Elon takes the bat to it.
Oh my god!
And breaks the glass.
Yeah, broke the glass.
He's like, "This is indestructible. It's bulletproof." He's just a showman. He comes out and makes all these claims. He was like trying to say the Cybertruck is this bulletproof glass, like this crazy car. He comes out and busts it on stage. And it's been the biggest disappointment for Tesla, that refrigerator on wheels, man.
It's so embarrassing. I feel bad for people driving it at this point. It must suck.
Yeah, Darren always says whenever we see one out in the wild, he would always say, there's the local idiot.
Yeah. Yep. I think someone drives one in this business park.
Oh, really?
I always see it leaving work.
You know, here's something. I bet you've never seen someone sitting in the passenger seat of a Cybertruck.
Yeah.
That's always
I haven't seen a family.
That's so true. I have never.
They're all lonely.
They're all lonely.
It's always a man by themselves.
Yeah.
Always. Elon eventually just forced the board to kick Martin out of his own company. Real dick move. And Martin was promised the second Roadster model, which was a lie. He finally got one delivered, and Elon had slammed it against a truck to test its safety before sending it to Martin. So nice. Then Martin sued the company, got a settlement, and eventually received a Roadster. Ever since then, Tesla has been famously plagued with issues such as expensive parts, poor electrical systems, and exploding Cybertrucks. That's a lie. We can skip over his tunneling company, The Boring Company.
Because it's pretty fucking boring.
So,
we're digging a hole.
Not only that, it has also swindled numerous state legislatures out of government contracts, only to produce one tunnel in Las Vegas, which doesn't help traffic at all. But what about SpaceX? What about Starlink? People love Starlink. Well, for one, despite Elon listing himself as SpaceX head engineer, he hasn't really designed anything. All of the company's rockets for over a decade were designed by engineer Tom Mueller instead, who left the company in 2020. While he hasn't said anything negative about his former business partner, the truth remains that Elon has never built anything in his goddamn life.
I want to see any video of him doing any sort of building.
Hey, he has over 14 children.
That's true. I have
He's
built
building
many
a family.
things.
Yeah.
It's all about the family. Unless one of them ends up trans, they are out of the family.
Right.
Yeah. Now, of course, there is Starlink, Elon's most effective company, which provides Wi-Fi to millions of people worldwide. Many people rely on Starlink, need Starlink. But even here, Elon has been evil. Starlink is crucial in many war zones, as typical wireless communication lines are down. This was the case in Ukraine, where units at the front line relied on Starlink for any connection.
Yeah, because it's literally dial up.
Mm-hmm.
Beep, boop, 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 beep, beep, burp. Hello.
Well, that's why it's shocking that Elon turned the service off for those units just as Russia launched an attack that retook the territory, causing much confusion for the scrambling Ukrainian forces. And of course, there's DOGE, the stupidly named Department of Government Efficiency that wasn't efficient at all. Elon's initiative to gut the bureaucracy of the federal government by hiring a bunch of 20-year-old interns. That was so wild. Many of them previously worked for, again, Mr. Evil himself, Dr. Evil, you could say Peter Thiel, and his company, Palantir. Now, Elon left the program after he got high and suggested that Trump was in the unreleased Epstein files. I gotta say, that was pretty awesome. But that wasn't before the department was given access to the social security numbers of every single American. And according to a recent Senate paper, that might have actually already been compromised. Excellent. Things are just getting so fucking awesome every day. Every day, guys. Isn't it fun? But again, Elon is pathetic. Although he clearly wields a lot of power and wealth, his political sway is less than that of our next shadowy figure. Like I said, Dr. Evil, Peter Thiel. What's up, my man?
What's up, players? No, that's not how Peter Thiel talks.
And you fucking hate me, so I don't know why I keep being so nice to you.
I know. I mean, but I just can't see past you guys' smiling faces. I can't help it. I can't help it.
As he looks into my face right
you
here.
just look so beautiful, man. Yeah. As you've probably noticed, Peter has been involved in most of the companies mentioned in this episode. He's on the board of Facebook and has long been a mentor to Mr. Zuck. He actually founded PayPal while Elon was researching hair system technicians. And frankly, he couldn't give a fuck about Jeff Bezos.
Hey,
Sorry, brother.
I'm canceling your Prime account.
No! With a net worth of just $20 billion, he is the least wealthy member of this group. Still, his influence over our current political climate is much, much more. What's interesting is that while the others pretended to be liberals throughout the Obama years and Trump's first term, Peter has never pretended to be anything other than a libertarian fascist, whose influence likely swayed much of Silicon Valley to read Ayn Rand and become the same.
Ugh.
And he even had a pretty similar upbringing to Elon. Born in Germany, Peter's family moved to the United States before he spent several years in the western part of South Africa, previously a German colony. However, in the city of Swakopmund, German, I don't know, where Peter spent several years as a boy in German language school, citizens openly Sieg Heiled to one another, and one could still buy commemorative mugs with swastikas and Hitler's face on them at various gift shops. And unlike many of these other guys, Peter doesn't have a tech degree. Instead, he holds a BA in philosophy and a law degree from Stanford. So why would someone with little experience in engineering or coding be involved with technology? Probably because, as Peter feels, it's a way to control politics. For one, PayPal was meant to be a libertarian's bank in the age before crypto, a decentralized bank where you can control your money outside of the state. Of course, like all the other stupid crypto schemes that came after, PayPal still relied on regular banks and cash for valuation. But perhaps his most famous and scariest company is Palantir. Founded in 2003, the goal was simple: use technology to help the defense industry. But the technology itself hadn't caught up to the mission. At least it hadn't until AI came around. Now, headquartered in Denver, good old Denver, Palantir is contracted by the military, the IRS, ICE, foreign governments, and again, Wendy's for some reason. The exact nature of their abilities is unknown, as they seem to change with whoever is paying them. But, as CEO Alex Karp said, the goal in defense is to minimize the, quote, kill chain, using AI to identify and execute targets faster than a human could. In the case of ICE, that means feeding civilian information into the algorithm to decide who should be deported, which is fucking really bad. Again, the actual nature of their business is unknown. It's been alleged that they were part of the NSA's mass civilian surveillance program, though that's unproven. It's been alleged that their software has been used to execute journalists reporting on war crimes, and even that it was their software that identified Luigi Mangione through a camera on a McDonald's menu.
Oh, you would say that. You would take credit for that.
I wouldn't, actually. I'm trying to hide the fact that I can do this shit. Again, all unproven. But if we look into some of the meanings behind the name, we can understand more of their implicit goals. Palantir refers to an item in The Lord of the Rings, Sauron's ball, that he can use to survey all of Middle-earth and corrupt all of his users. Austin and I were just talking about this wonderful, wonderful thing.
It's crazy to name a company that, 'cause if you've read the books too, because I think it goes a little bit more in the books, there's nothing good about that device.
No, that's why they keep it wrapped up.
Yeah, and Gandalf
They keep that shit under wraps, man.
Gandalf is like, do not touch this
It's pure
thing.
terror.
And it's sees into the future, right?
Right.
But it's all this like manipulated view of the future.
Yeah.
So I'm
Death,
like,
destruction.
it's crazy to
Yeah.
name a company that.
So, yeah, the company likes to play up its image of a big brother type, corporation with pictures like this. Palantir Technology, software that dominates. That's fucking crazy. They wear their influence on their sleeve. According to rumor, when entering Palantir for a meeting, you're asked whether you're a wizard or a knight, which is then printed on your name tag, which is fucking stupid. And they don't shy away from the nature of their company. While other defense companies like to hide the fact that their products kill people, Palantir doesn't mind that press. Here's CEO Alex Karp on a call with investors after Palantir went public on the stock market.
We're doing it. We're doing it. And I'm sure you're enjoying this as much as I am. Let's not talk to analysts about the burden of being right, our burdens of investing in ontology, our burdens of actually looking at the math, the burden of reading what the rule of 40 is, the burden of being honest about what an enterprise software company is, or the burden of explaining to your friends that you're really happy. Maybe we should just stop talking about it. I'm very happy to have you along for the journey, and you are partners for us. Every Palantirian, we are crushing it. Everyone else is listening. We are dedicating our company. We have dedicated our company to the service of the West and the United States of America, and we're super proud of the role we play, especially in places we can't talk about. And we love our success in the U.S. and globally. Also, we are doing in the United Kingdom and many other places. Palantir is here to disrupt and make the institutions we partner with the very best in the world, and when it's necessary, to scare enemies and on occasion kill them. And we hope you're in favor of that.
Wow.
We're enjoying being a partner, and we're really happy and very, very focused on what we're doing.
On occasion, when we're lucky, we gotta kill them.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Dude, okay, that should have been your look today, I think.
Alex Karp, the more I looked into him, I was like, damn. I mean, he looks like evil Taika Waititi.
Yeah, I think he would have been a fun fella to be.
So just who is this guy with that stupid fucking hair? Alex was Peter's roommate at Stanford, and like Peter, it goes back, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And like Peter, he doesn't have a tech or engineering degree, but a doctorate in neoclassical social theory. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Jesus.
Neoclassical.
Those meetings must be fun.
Oh, yeah. In a crash course of broad neoclassical social theory, people, corporations, and governments work for their own interests on every level. Often they find common ground by locating a common enemy. Think United States, Soviet Union as allies during the Second World War. While broadly very different companies with very different goals, they shared the same enemy. We can see how this works with Peter's personal life. After Gawker magazine outed him as gay, he funded Hulk Hogan's lawsuit against the company once they leaked Hulk's sex tape.
Oh,
Yep. Peter and Hulk had nothing in common, aside from both probably being racist. Still, they did share this common enemy of Gawker magazine, and the lawsuit ended with the media company completely shutting down. Or there's even... Oh, was someone going to say something?
Oh, no, I was just going to say, that's disgusting to release people's sex tape like that. Also, you could not pay me to watch Hulk Hogan's sex tape.
No, brother.
I actually had no idea this was a thing. No idea.
You were probably much happier 30
Yeah.
minutes before.
Yes.
Yeah, and then there's also Peter's support of Donald Trump, whose big government approach to politics does not align with Peter's completely hands-off libertarian worldview. But they did share a common outlook on shaking up politics in D.C. away from the Bush and Clinton-era battle between neocons and neolibs. And then there's his favorite philosophers. For one, Leo Strauss, who, he's theorized that once governments in the upper class could find a common ground and speak to each other in a sort of coded language, then those subservient to them would not know how to recognize their concealed power. Strauss wrote it as a warning. Peter sees it as a roadmap. More recently, Peter's been obsessed with the Antichrist. He's been going on a speaking tour, constantly looking towards the collapse of Western civilization. Now, he is a good Catholic boy. So Peter is talking about the Antichrist in religious terms, but mainly he's talking about it from the perspective of a Nazi theorist named Carl Schmitt. Basically, Peter's Antichrist belief is divided into 4 categories. The first is that of mimetic rivalry, that violence results from humans' tendency to imitate each other and mimic desires. Following that is the scapegoat mechanism, the process by which humans find unity by ganging up and finding a common enemy. In biblical terms, Jesus was the first scapegoat, so in Pete's worldview, unity, bad. Then comes the Antichrist, which both Peter and Nazi Carl Schmitt believes is any attempt to unify the world. Peter has said that climate activist and human rights advocate Greta Thunberg, my bad, Greta, is the Antichrist. Then comes the apocalypse, that final burst of mimetic rivalry stemming from unity and common enemies that ends the world. So instead, the world should become a catacon, a Greek term that appears in only 2 sentences of the Bible. This is what keeps the Antichrist at bay. In Pete's view, it is a fragmented world of nationalist states, the selfish world envisioned by neoclassical social theory prior to unity through common enemies. Palantir achieves this goal by not only killing anyone looking to unify or scapegoat the West as an enemy, but by exploiting the data of everyone within to keep them in check. So, that's, really evil shit, man.
God.
It is nuts how people take biblical stuff and just completely warp it to whatever they want it to mean.
It seems like if we had to rank most evil to least evil, I think Peter Thiel takes the cake.
Yeah, easily.
Peter's fucking out of his mind.
He's intentionally evil. I think some of us are more like negligent evil. You know what I mean? Like negligent with our technologies, negligent with some of it, but
selfish. Versus like,
but not quite as like intentional.
Destined out to cause.
No, like end times.
That's actually a good question. So, what do you think is scarier? Someone who is like outright, I am a villain and I want destruction,
just open about it,
or like someone who's really discreet about it, who moves behind curtains?
See, I think,
don't know.
I'm not sure. My issue with all of these guys is that I actually think now they pretended for a while to be forces for good, right? Elon did, Zuck did. They all pretended to, and now I think they are kind of like pretty open about it.
Yeah,
and they all achieve it by, like, you think about evil billionaires of the past. They at least built roads. They built cities. They did shit with their money. They gave back. I mean, they exploited people to make those things, but they still compensated them in some small way. Whereas these guys are just exploiting our fucking data.
Yeah.
And because we didn't labor for them, they feel like they don't owe us anything.
Yeah.
They just steal from us.
That's a great point.
We've also never seen billionaires to this degree, with like this vast amount of wealth either.
Yeah, it's hard to even wrap your mind around.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the richest person in all of history, Elon Musk.
Yeah,
I know. Suck my dick.
Did someone say stuck?
I think
Peter is fucking crazy, though.
Yeah,
I didn't know much about this man before, honestly. Wild.
I think Peter's in my mind most intentional, but
And we made like an S tier chart.
Yeah.
But
Tier
Musk
list.
is unpredictable. And that is scary to me.
He is like the fact that he was able to change like everything about him in a matter of years, about what he publicly presented. Like, what is he really? Or is he just nothing?
He's all over the place. And so, and I think like
and he's on drugs.
Well, it's like, but it also seems, sometimes I wonder if he knows something that we all don't know, because he's really adamant about colonizing Mars. Like they just had a huge, they just revamped their goals for Mars, and they're going to start sending shit to Mars in 2026 because that's when the alignment happens. And then they said by like 2027, they're sending a Tesla bot up there. 2028, by 2030, they're hoping to actually like land cargo there.
Let's see it.
But it's like, I heard it's interesting because he's got the Boring Company, he's got SpaceX, he's got Tesla, he's got Starlink. It seems like he's maybe more strategic than a lot of us give him credit for.
Or he's just a nerd.
Just like a Star Trek nerd who's like trying to live out his dreams in outer space.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I mean, he's got smart people working at these companies, right?
Yeah, he does. That's the only reason they're successful.
Right. At his disposal, at his beckoning
True.
call.
True.
So, like, what's the end
But is it
game?
all just for show? I feel like for Elon, it's just for the support of the people. He like feeds off of that. It's very much what's going to fuel his ego, really, versus
And then
like his
Mark-
actual goals.
Yeah, I think so. But I think Elon is I think he's a little bit more calculated. I think he's thinking big picture all the time. Like, he's not thinking about the here and now. He's thinking about, like,
I used to think of him that way.
where
I
I'm
don't
going to
anymore.
be down the road. I think he still thinks that way. And, like, I think he lays in bed at night thinking about ketamine and Mars.
Yeah, I think he's like tripping
Me too.
out.
How am I going to get ketamine to Mars?
I think it sounds like something that someone on acid would be like, I need to get to
Yeah,
Mars.
it could just be like some fucked up disillusion with, like,
that's
actual reality. But I think Zuckerberg, to me, is...
What are you going to say? say it to my face.
Say it to that sunscreen.
Zuck has gone after the kids.
Yeah. That's true.
Zuck is
That's
affecting
true.
the next generation, and that to me is huge. Like, that's diabolical to not rein that in, not try to create safeguards. There's children being exploited on Facebook and Instagram every single day, and he's dialing things back. They're not making it safer, and just the whole algorithms ruining our brains and ruining our self-esteem and all these things. So in that way, Meta could be like leading us to our self-destruction in a way, like, at least for some of us who are users of this technology.
I have a question, and I'm not defending Mr. Zuck in any way, shape, or form. So, like, how children are being exploited and in dangerous environments on Facebook. Is this the responsibility of the platform to regulate this, or is this the responsibility of the guardian or parent to not allow their children to be on these platforms?
That's the ultimate question.
Well,
right?
it's too late for the parents.
You think so?
I think it's too far, because, like, just there's a lack of good parents. There's a lack of good parenting.
Now we're more educated, because it was harder for our parents to regulate it and the generation under us, because they didn't grow up with it. So they don't know, like, how fucking crazy it actually is. But we did, and we understand it.
Yeah, but it's progressing at such a rate that even we aren't going to be able to keep up with it. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to be so... like, technology is moving at the speed of fucking light. It is moving so quickly.
Well, you have to be extremely... If you're going to let your kids have these devices at all, at whatever age you decide is appropriate for them, I think you have to highly monitor it. Like, fuck privacy.
Well, here's my take is that I think for users that are minors, it should absolutely be secured. Like, it needs to be like...
It needs to be
a safe...
effort.
They can create a safe space. They need to do that. They need to make it so that minors aren't being contacted by other people, and there aren't people exploiting the account creation process in order to like, they need to figure that out. There's a way to do it, and they need to do it.
It needs to be banned.
Beyond that, like, 18 and older, absolutely, like, it's up to the user to use it in the way that is best for them. But
you have to really be open with your kids, educate yourself as a parent, educate your children as much as you can, and then there needs to be really strict restrictions about when they can have it too. You know, there's just no reason for them to have a device of any type in their room at night, especially past like 9-10 p.m. That just like shouldn't even be a thing. But yeah, just letting them kind of run free with it. That's where you really gotta get on top of it. But I don't know. That's a good question. What do you guys think?
You know, I think it certainly is. I think the parent, like you guys are saying, should take an active role in letting their kids know, like, hey, this is what the fuck is going on these crazy ass. But I also think when it comes to the people, whether they are children or they are pedophiles, to Zuck, they're both the same. They're users, they're eyes for advertisements. It's a number. And so he just wants to see that number go up. He's just pressing a button. Go up. And so I think because that is the result, it should be on the platform to do more. I mean, the fact that they know that there's an issue, you know, but then I think about like the material, like I think it was the UK just did it where, you know, with the age verification, that also ended up fucking up a lot of other people who were just trying to use online platforms because their IDs were like, that weren't recognized or didn't match their faces. So it's like there's this weird thing, I think, when you force the government to legislate for it, because the government is so far behind these companies in terms of web infrastructure. They don't know how to fucking do the things that Facebook does.
Yeah.
So that's why I do
Mitch
think
McConnell probably doesn't know what the internet is.
no, dude. He's
just trying to
fucking not
walk
one
at this
bit, bro.
point, dude.
He's reading the newspaper
Yeah, right.
every morning. Yeah, I think but I think who has power over the internet though? Who has the ability to shut the internet down?
I like to think it's the individual, but that is my utopian mindset of we would have the capacity collectively to just say we're done with this and walk away. I think that reality is nearly impossible to get to, but I need to hold on hope that it is possible.
Let me put the audience on to an artist named Trevor Paglen, who his whole thing is he travels around and he photographs places that aren't real, quote unquote, CIA black sites. He's figure out where they are, take pictures of them, publishes it online. This is the CIA. His big project. No, he rocks, dude. He fucking rock. Huh?
Pull it up.
Let's see.
Yeah.
He's so sick. But one of the things he did. Oh, this is just on my face while I'm fucking searching. One of the things that he did was documenting undersea cables. That's the internet. That's the physical internet.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right.
Holy shit.
So, and then, the Coast Guard, when they found out he was doing this, they fucking were like, you need to get out of here right now.
I'm surprised he's...
yeah,
scary.
right. That's so badass.
It's so sick.
Oh.
But, we're talking about who controls the internet, who can unplug it.
We can.
There's the cables, bro. There's the fucking
So
cables.
we all need to get in suits.
Yeah.
Mark.
There we go.
Mark
There
would
we
be the
go.
last person to do it.
Which Starlink, there's no cables.
That's true.
True, yeah.
But the actual internet that you're accessing through Starlink is still cables. So
Yeah.
so everything is still stored on servers and stuff. So yeah, there's the ability to shut the internet off. But
I mean, we saw kind of with Amazon Web Services going down, how much that can affect just the general internet in a day. Imagine actually the whole thing shuts down for a week.
We should try it.
It'd be fucking crazy. I had a dream about that recently, that, the idea of the whole, what's it called? I sound so smart right now. It was in my dream. I was smart enough in my dream to know the power grid.
Oh, yeah.
Just
yeah.
everything.
Like a blackout.
Yeah. And I had this crazy dream, and I basically woke up and realized if that happens, that's it. We're fucked. At least we are. We're not prepared for that at all. Just how much we rely on all this shit. I don't know. It's just so crazy.
We just EMP all the data centers.
Yeah.
And call it a day.
Except for Battlefield 6.
Yeah, we gotta keep those servers online.
God.
Keep them on. Yeah. Only EA servers. Please.
But I think I don't know, maybe what we're getting to is that we just don't have the answer. It's not an easy answer too. I don't know. Is it the parents? Is it whatever? But all I know is when I'm having a kid, they're not getting social media till they're 28.
28. That's good. That's good. They may hate you.
Yeah, definitely.
Dad,
definitely.
I fucking hate you.
Yeah,
you ready for that?
That's their first post. Here's my dad. I fucking
hate him.
Yeah.
I'm 28 years old and I just got this shit. He's kept me in a box. Yeah, I'm terrified to navigate that as a parent.
Yeah.
I'm just started this book actually called The Anxiety Generation I think that's what it's called. But Josh's mom recommended it to me. But a lot of people say it's a great book just about social media and kids. And I went to that conference recently and sat in a whole seminar that scared the shit out of me. So yeah, I have a 3-year-old, thank God, that's not on the internet, but I am terrified. I mean, I know that she'll be around kids in her class that are 7 and are check out my Snapchat, It's just insane. So who knows what things are going to Are we cooked?
Not yet.
I think it's kind of a cornball response, but I think the human spirit prevails.
I hope so.
Because I think we've been doing this. I think we've been doing it for generations. We always think we're cooked.
True.
Metal music hits the scene. And all these Satanists.
Devils in town.
The children are corrupted by this media, right? It's kind of always been this thing. It's maybe post World War II. I feel like every single generation that has come across this, we always think that the next piece of media is going to corrupt the youth. But I think we can prevail. I think it's just we can't see through the fog right now. But I think the further we push through, we become more familiar with it.
There's a Tesla bot waiting for you.
Get through the fog.
Hello. There's a humanoid bot with open arms, ready to welcome you into the new age.
Yeah.
That's the reality, though. That's the thing we're not going to escape, is that there is going to be humanoid bots with AI intelligence walking around
Maybe they
our
save
streets.
us. Maybe they're what saves us from climate change or something. Got to hold on to some hope, right?
Maybe I can fuck one.
What was that movie we just watched? I think we talked about it
Companion.
last week. Companion. You guys got it. You two should watch that.
Is that about that specifically?
Yes.
It's about
It's a horror. I guess it's like
humanoid
a thriller.
AI bots.
It was really good.
Well,
Very good.
when Kendall was talking about earlier about like accessing ChatGPT in more of like an intimate space, I thought of Her, the Spike Jonze movie. I don't know if you guys ever seen
I
it.
haven't seen that. I
Very
heard it was
good.
He
very
kind of
good.
falls in love with the AI in his phone.
Yeah.
That's that whole concept too. So that reminded me of what
I need to
you were
watch
talking
that.
about.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm going to add that to my list too.
That's a great
The
one.
Social Network and Her tonight.
Those are both
Those are
great
bangers,
movies.
bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're going to be in deep talks all night after that.
No, I need to.
Be deleting
I'm going to
our
go home and go to sleep.
accounts.
Yeah.
Well, okay, really quick, let's all rank who's the worst on our list. I'm not putting much thought into this, but I'm going to say Peter Thiel's the worst, then Mark Zuckerberg. No, then Elon, then Zuckerberg, then Bezos.
That's a good list.
Josh, what are you doing?
I'm going Elon first.
Fuck.
Thiel second. Zuck. Or actually, you know what? I go Elon. No, I go Zuck first.
Oh,
How
okay.
dare
Zuck
you.
first. Thiel second. Musk third. I think Bezos is the least evil.
I do too.
He's just impacting your shopping
Very
experience.
very evil, but compared to these three, I don't know.
Yeah, so that's my three.
Yeah, I think
Musk, Thiel, Zuck, Zuck,
We
Musk,
heard you.
Thiel.
Thank you.
Me. Thank you.
I agree. I think Bezos is the least bad because he's kind of classico big boss style.
Yeah.
Like he's. Oh, no, I won't say that. But yeah, he's classico. He's classico big boss. I think for me, Thiel is number one just because he actually likes killing people.
Yeah.
He like that's his big
Gets
thing.
off on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a murderer, like straight up.
Yeah.
Zuck number two because he just has too much sway over what people consume in this world.
Yeah.
Musk three because I don't know, he's just kind of embarrassing, but then he's just so fucking embarrassing, dude.
Yeah.
But he does. I mean, he wields a lot of power. He gets a shit ton of money through government contracts. I mean, that's a big deal.
Look how much he influenced the last election. That's pretty terrifying.
That's terrifying, bro. And then Mr. Bezos.
That's right.
last. Yep.
Jeffy in the fourth. All right.
Yeah, I'm not that far off from your guys' list. I think Peter Thiel. Yeah, it's like we're talking with just annihilating people in large numbers too. I don't think you can really argue that anyone's worse than that.
He's solidified number one for
Yeah.
sure.
To me, it was almost a tie between Elon and Mr. Zuck, but I think that like Elon scares me because he's like chaotic evil.
Right.
Like you were kind of saying earlier, he's just like he just gets in these thought processes and then thinks he can do anything.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what makes him a little bit evil. But really, if we're going to go like net damage that we can calculate, I think we got to go Zuckerberg on that one for number two. Go Elon number three. And Mr. Bezos, I guess it's crazy.
He's cool. We love him.
Bezos.
It's nuts. It's nuts because like how vehemently I despise Jeff Bezos, but I'd still rank him. That just goes to
He's
show
your fave.
Yeah, he's
So
my
cute.
Jeff Bezos fan.
Yeah, it just really goes to show like how bad all these guys are.
Yep. And honestly, there are worse out there. That's the really scary reality. You open this globally into the people we don't really talk about that do shit behind the scenes. These guys probably wouldn't even make the top 10.
Yeah, let's talk about the hedge fund manager.
Yeah.
BlackRock, Vanguard,
Yeah.
State Street.
Yeah, the people that keep their names like out
Yeah.
of the news
Mhm.
specifically.
People at Bilderberg and
Yeah.
Bohemian Grove.
Go
Still
back to the
happening.
5 families,
Just-
the Rothschilds, the
take it back.
Rockefellers.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
Yeah, good stuff.
Well,
Good
hopefully you enjoyed this bit of a
Happy
change of pace.
Halloween.
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Stay safe out there. Get some candy.
Get out there and get on
Have
Amazon.
your candy delivered by Jeff.
That's right. I
We
got
love him
2-day
now.
Prime. All the candy you need, all the decorations, costumes you need. Check out Amazon.com/Prime.
/Mile Higher.
/Mile. Yeah.
All right, guys, that's going to be it for us today. Thank you so
As you unplug your mic.
Yep, unplug my mic. Thank you so much, Austin, for filling in for Janelle today.
It's been a pleasure as always.
And all of you guys look great. Thanks for committing
the
to the
hat.
bit.
We'll see you
Excellent
guys
work.
next time. Until then, keep on taking your mind
A mile high.